This morning we've been bringing you an exclusive interview with Nicole Kidman about her role in the film Lion, which we know today has 5 BAFTA nominations. Here in the second part of our conversation, she opens up about her desire to become a mum again at the age of 49, the secret to a happy marriage, and why she thinks all Americans should now get behind President-elect Donald Trump. I started by asking her about the pressure to look good in Hollywood.
I mean, I'm primarily concerned with creating a character. So the look good has nothing to do with it. Do I want to go to a red carpet, put on a beautiful dress, do my makeup and, you know, as though I'm going to a nice party? Absolutely. But that's what that is. That's a party. This is when you're doing the work, it's what's required for the role. Like I just did Top of the Lake with Jane Campion, and I wore the most beautiful grey hair, thick grey hair.
Plenty of our audience will have seen the publicity shots, actually, because it's a BBC
Oh, right,
program.
yeah. Covered in freckles, and no makeup, and fab. I mean, I felt fantastic doing that. That's what I'm committed to, and that's what I'm interested in now, is the way in which we've been given as women so many things in which we can wear hair extensions, we can wear makeup, we can not wear makeup, there's so many different ways in which we can blur the lines now, and therefore blur our ages, blur who we are and how we're seen. And that's fantastic, because that's choice. And ultimately that's what we want as women, is choice, our choice.
Yeah, although I interviewed Julie Walters earlier this year, and she said if she went to Hollywood now, she would be regarded as a freak, she thought, because she looks like a woman in her 60s.
I don't know about that. I mean, maybe. I don't think a freak. I mean, in terms of, I mean, she's amazing. I worked with her on Paddington. I just think we'd be, you know, I'd be grateful to cast her in something. She's fantastic.
I have another age-related question. You've spoken before, you've spoken before about hoping, quote, hoping every month that you might be pregnant. And your grandmother, I read, had her last baby at 49.
She did.
Would you like more children?
I mean, when people talk about regrets, do I have regrets? The thing, I wish I'd had more children. My husband says, that is the wanting mind, Nicole, shut it down.
How many more children would you have liked?
I would have liked probably 2 or 3 more children.
Really?
I love children. I love raising children. My sister has 6 children. Yeah, I love them. They make me feel good. And I love being around, and I love the ups and downs, and I love the watching them grow and the things they say and teach. And
that is the one regret in your life?
I hate to use the word regret, because I have no regrets in terms of I'm so blessed. But would I enjoy giving to more young people? Yeah. But there's ways in which I do it now. I mean, I have nieces and nephews, and would I consider adopting again? Yes, possibly, everything. I love children. I've always said that. And I used to be far more comfortable with children and not with adults. I'm okay with adults now too.
And if you say you would consider adopting again, would your husband agree?
That's up for, no, he's kind of maxed out.
Okay.
He's like, I'm done, baby, I'm done. Let's just focus on what we have. But you know, that's the balance of a relationship, isn't it? I mean, and I would never go against what he wanted in terms of our family. And he's right in a way, there's only a certain amount of time, and you want to be able to give the time to each person. But you know, you're now in the middle of a relationship discussion, may I add.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Huh?
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a very,
okay,
we're very
let's
attuned.
Let's carry on that theme. So you've been married for 10 years.
Yeah, is it 10? Coming up to 11, yeah.
From your own experience, what is the key to that successful marriage?
I have no key.
Okay. How does it work?
Because
well,
I think humility in that regard is probably the biggest thing you can have with a relationship, which is grateful to have it, contributing to us, prioritising it, and never sort of preaching about how it's done or anything. Because I think everyone's relationship is their own. What goes on, and we all know what goes on behind closed doors, and what you are is what you are. I mean, what works for us doesn't work for other people. But yeah, I'm lucky I met somebody who I always say I love and I like.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You have joint US-Australian citizenship and you voted in the US elections last month. What do you think of President-elect Trump?
I mean, I'm always reticent to start sort of commenting politically. I've never done it in terms of America or Australia. I'm issue-based. I comment on the things that so I just say he's now elected, and we as a country need to support who's ever the president, because that's what the country's based on. And however that happened, he's there, and let's go. And let's go, and let's always, I mean, for me, I'm very, very committed to women's issues in terms of, I do a lot of fundraising for UN women, and I do a lot of travelling for them. So I also do an enormous amount of fundraising for breast and ovarian cancer, because that's something that's affected my family deeply. So they're my issues that I'm very attached to.
Can I ask you about another issue in Australia, the big debate around gay marriage? Kylie Minogue saying she won't get married until it's brought in there. What do you say to Australian politicians who don't support it?
I believe in it. I believe in allowing people who love each other to share their lives together and to honour it and let them. I mean, I really believe that we should stay out of people's business like that. So yeah, I love when people love each other and want that to be acknowledged legally, because that's protection as well. But it's also a way in which you say I'm committed, and commitment is a beautiful thing.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thanks for asking such great questions.